Hi, Dingra Saab.
Good morning, and I'm so happy to see you.
Yes, sir. We are very happy to see you too.
It's always a pleasure, always a pleasure. मेरे रोम खड़े हो जाते हैं, जब भी आपको संबोधन करता हूँ, रोम खड़े हो जाते हैं. ये सब प्यार की भावना उठती है, अंदर से प्यार की भावना.
Yes, sir.
Namaskar, good day to everyone.
Wonderful. We are understanding holistic impact of meditation on our selves. So this week, we'll know more in terms of physical quotient and intelligent quotient, PQ and IQ. A senior executive, Lawrence, very senior executive, handling multi-billion-dollar businesses. And then if you have a chronic illness like backache, which is recurring, and you don't know when it's going to show up, it might just show up when you're in a flight or walking to this important client meeting. Or you are just planning for this family vacation and suddenly this comes. It did happen to my daughter when we were about to, just a day prior to a trip to Indonesia, just a day prior, suddenly she had, I believe, backache. I don't know exactly, but there's a muscle issue, there was a bone issue. What do you do? We have a flight next week, but you can't move in a state of non-movement at all. So what do you do? How do we heal? As business leaders, as executives, as corporate professionals, or otherwise in any role that we play, we know that health is the foundation. If you have a tool that is empowering us, if you have a tool that's helping us get relief of it, my daughter was able to believe that this can be healed. We had a window of 8 hours to reschedule a flight, but then she was able to travel after doing some intense practice of meditation. We heard the story from even Shreyans. He was traveling, he was going to travel 24 hours before, so some leg thing that happened, so he couldn't really move his leg at all, so he didn't know what to do. But in 24 hours, he had this strong intent, and then he was meditating intensely, was able to heal and then go and travel. It happened for many of you, I'm sure. This executive is permanently able to heal, get rid of the chronic backache, back illness permanently, or at least it's not recurring. Meditation is absolutely helping us to stay healthy. None of us want to be checking in and out of offices saying that I'm not sick. Nobody likes. It is so difficult to drag into these meetings. As the days go by and we get drained of energy, but we have to still exhibit our best, be the leader, be the inspirer to the team. So you got to be in there fully active. And there's no energy, it's so difficult. Many people are successful if they are very good with memory. You know that. Just by remembering the name of the other person, you're connecting with them. I know how many you make attempt. I also used to struggle. But remembering the name of the other person and connecting with them is making a huge difference. Recollecting what we did in a past discussion, building upon a story on top is making a huge difference at the right time. Or being very spontaneous. So automatically we don't have to recollect things, but they come into us automatically is the way. And that makes a huge difference in your meetings, at the workplace. Workplace is all about creative and innovative ideas, new ideas that we have to constantly come in. We have to be different, always that way. If I'm different each time that you meet in the way that I add value to you, then you feel, okay, so I think you should go to Chandra and then listen in and then learn something. The whole creation is like that. Everyone is seeking to learn something from the other. That's where they invest time. It's always that way, only for that learning or an experience. There are two, either learning or experience. One of these two that we're always going to somewhere or something, otherwise not. So if you have to be successful as in businesses, we got to be different. We got to be constantly thinking about how do you have to add value. So that means we have to develop this growth mindset, which is foundation for that is there's so much of mind, powers, and intelligence that has to be developed. They've done some research looking at all the papers, scientific papers that have been published since 1950 to 2020, or 50 years till 2000 maybe. When they looked at all the papers that are published and the effects of how the healing is happening, they found that all the cells are responding to very, very low frequencies by default. Whenever the cells are exposed to low frequencies, then they're responding, they're healing, whether it's cancer, whether it's producing healing, whether to produce the immunity cells, or regeneration, repair, hormonal, everything they found in those 1950, about 50 years of various studies by various people. Now they did a study on those, all those papers they looked at and I said, so in all of them, the conclusion is that when they could draw a conclusion, cells are respond to low frequencies. Low frequencies that are in resonance. And that is exactly what you find when you are meditative. A meditative brain is constantly under low frequencies. And as a result, a meditative brain is helping let the cells respond to, in turn, produce and upregulate the genes to produce the matter, right? So dear friends, welcome to those who joined for Health Week. We're going to discuss this week how meditation is helping gain that perfect increase of physical quotient. Benefit is passion for life. Those travel that you curtail, that you cannot do, you'll start doing. Those jobs that you said, I will not be able to take up, you'll start taking up now. Family time together, outings will become common if anybody is restricting because I don't know if I have to get my shot within this time. I got to get the right food within this time. Those can be definitely overcome easily because the health is going to get better. It is my personal experience, friends. My personal experience, ever since I started meditating, I became a vegetarian. Very important. Meditation, I became a vegetarian. And I attribute my health to these two. Not having to take any medication since that time. Of course, there are a couple of times where I had gone to an acupressure doctor. Any natural healing methods are just fine. Natural. So naturopathy, Ayurveda, which are natural methods, complementing meditation. Sparingly and rarely used, I don't know, absolutely when it is necessary used, but otherwise we can heal ourselves through our body, through our meditation energy, through the right food intake. I used to have chronic backache. Now it is thing of the past. It developed in 91 for me, and then if it recurs, then I had to lie down at least for 7, 8, 9 days. And take painkillers and this and that. But now I don't have that challenge. I mean, it is there for many, many people. Backache is there because of various stress that we carry. First thing that develops is some kind of aches in the back, depending on what kind of stress you're carrying. Spondylitis to all the way to lower backache. So when we are free of medication, then we are free. One thing, very, very free. When we're free of medication, then we are free, we're liberated that we can travel anywhere. When you know that you can heal yourself, then you're not worried about what's going to happen. Definitely not about COVID. When we are free of managing people, then you're totally liberated about your life. That will come to it later. There are certain things that we are not free of, and then we got to work to become free. We got to gain that freedom out of it. That means you are in control of your health, your experience, not somebody else. And so, dear friends, meditation is absolutely helping us in this. If we believe and we're sincere in this, many who are here, if they're practicing meditation for some time, you not experiment. Experimentation has to come from you, not from somebody else. Those who do not practice, we ask them for advice, they will tell only what they know. But if you know, and then you've been listening to it, then you got to start experimenting, whether it's reducing doses or whether it's experimenting without medication, and then going with it strongly, sharing and narrating experiences. Then you jump into the next one. Next, you go across that orbit. That yes, I healed myself this time for migraine with meditation, not with a tablet. If my mom could solve blood pressure issues through meditation, everybody can solve blood pressure issues through meditation. We just have to experiment, but it is helping. We're going to discuss the science this whole week. How meditation is helping physical health, how it's increasing energy in the body, how it's solving mental health, how it's increasing the mind powers, progression. So before that, let's go into our meditation today, dear friends. Anybody new? We are doing Anapanasati meditation. It's called breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind of the thousands of thoughts that we have. This meditation is helping us empty the mind of all thoughts, become totally empty. And the procedure to empty the mind is by observing a natural breath. So with your sit down comfortably where you are, including back support if you require, take it. Spine need not be erect. With your eyes closed, specs removed, fingers into fingers, rest your hands comfortably in your lap, cross your feet at ankle. I need this slide every time talking about this, okay? How the technical host, let me put this up. Yes, next slide. So the practice, breath mindfulness meditation, you sit in the sofa chair or on the floor with hands, fingers into fingers, feet crossed, specs removed, eyes closed. That's the posture. Comfort in the body is the posture. And then with that, in that posture, we, with our eyes closed, take this middle of the eyebrows as a reference point. Anywhere in the nose, but preferably the middle of the eyebrows as a reference point, and to observe that your breath is going in and touching the walls of your nose, right? And it's going in and coming out. And then of course it has to, you will feel it because the breath is going through your nostrils, coming in and out. So observe that breath, observe it slightly. Don't put too much concentration, but just enough to notice that there is breath going in and coming out, that air is going in and coming out, just enough, that much. So when you observe that natural, normal breath, I want you to observe the normal breath. No, you don't make an attempt to take a long or slow breaths. You don't make an attempt. Instead, observe what is already there, right? Observe the natural breath. When I observe the breath, our mind becomes empty. We'll also notice breath becoming light, short. Initially, the breath may be long. It's starting all the way from abdomen or from the chest area. Then slowly, the breath from here, it'll slowly reduce, and it'll come here, and it'll come, ultimately culminate here at this point. So we'll continue to observe it. As you observe, breath is becoming lighter and shorter, whether you observe or not, whether you notice or not. But it's becoming lighter and shorter. At the same time, mind is becoming empty. Empty means reducing, thoughts are coming down. And then you continue to observe, and then as the thoughts come down, we start experiencing emptiness. That emptiness is energy, so you'll experience some kind of maybe body sensation, movements, mind, some kind of colors, visions, anything that may have experienced, which are not your thoughts, and then just be a witness to it. Be in that state of emptiness. Be a witness to anything that you may experience. Not always you'll experience. Be a witness to it, and then be in that state of emptiness. Emptiness is marked by no thing around you, no space around you, nobody around you, no one around you. It's all totally empty. Empty space. Everything is empty around you, including you not even have a notion of your body. So that is the emptiness state that you go into, we are striving for in meditation by observing our breath. In case you have thoughts, which are very, very common, bring your attention back to the breath again, dear friends. Attention back to the breath again when you note that there are thoughts. That's breath mindfulness meditation. Prior to starting this process, we are doing something called heart elevation by keeping our hands on a chest area for a few minutes. Just follow my guidance. Very easy to do it, which slows the brain down. And then we go into the breath mindfulness meditation process, which is where we're going to spend a long time today. And we're doing that every day. Relax yourself. Sit comfortably. I'm playing music. I'm also guiding. Your job is to be observing your breath. And slowly become empty. Dear friends, with your eyes closed, specs removed, keep your hands on your chest area Rest your attention on your breath and on your sacred heart. Take a slow, long, relaxing breath. And can you feel your beautiful heart? Breathe more of that slow, long, relaxing breath. And can you feel the seat of all emotions? Which is expanding all life with its energies of love, joy, gratitude. Feel it, dear friends. Feel your heart center, the beat, the rhythm of your heart. Which is unifying all things and everybody. I want you to recollect an experience from your life, from your past or present, or from your future mind movie, and relive that moment of love, of joy, of gratitude. Recollect an experience where you felt enormous love, enormous joy, appreciation, and relive that moment and elevate yourself. Feel more of that energy inside your beautiful heart. The more we experience these energies of love, joy, gratitude, dear friends, the more coherent we become. The more we feel connected to all things and everybody, our true inner nature. We're all deeply interconnected. in this quantum energy field. Feel it. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers. Place your hands in your lap comfortably. With your eyes closed, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. In this meditation, we observe our normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath for the whole duration with our eyes closed. Our goal is to empty the mind When we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. Allow yourself to slowly and slowly become empty of all thoughts. Be with your breath. Become one with that in-breath and the warm out-breath. Let yourself to slowly and slowly become empty. When our mind is becoming empty, we experience that greater emptiness, that quantum energy field that exists all around. We allow our body to function at its natural best. Be with your breath. Allow yourself to merge into your breath. And allow yourself to become totally empty. Of all thoughts in your mind. As your mind is empty, can you become aware of that emptiness inside of you, all around you? Become aware of that emptiness where there's no body, where there's no thing, where there's no place and no time. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum energy field with unlimited possibilities and opportunities. The longer you stay empty, the longer you stay connected to this energy, the more you become of it and the more you receive from it. Allow yourself to slowly expand your awareness. Become aware of this emptiness on your left side, spreading far and wide. Experience that emptiness of no body, no thing on your right side, stretching into infinity. That's energy. Remember, we are less matter, more emptiness and energy. Allow yourself to stay away from your body, away from your life, and allow yourself to stay connected to this emptiness and energy. This is the field of unlimited. The longer you stay connected to this field as no body, the more possibilities you draw into your life. yourself, to merge into that emptiness of yourself and stay connected to this energy. This is the greater consciousness, where everybody and everything are connected. Go deeper and deeper into yourself, dear friends. If you find yourself distracted in thought, gently go back to observing your breath. The longer you experience this emptiness, the longer you lose yourself into this nothing, you become everything, dear friends, and you become everybody. Friends, let's express gratitude. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Expressing gratitude to all people and everything in your life, to your parents, to your teachers, mentors, your family, your friends, your relatives, your colleagues, to this grand nature, to the birds, the fish, and the animals, to all things in the technology, to the systems, to the governments and companies, and to yourself, to this intelligent universe. Relax your body, feel your body. As you relax, recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you experience? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then may open your eyes. Okay, friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. As we are relaxing in, let's understand a little bit about I want to show this slide to get an overall idea of where we are going with meditation in the 6 weeks. There are 5 boxes, 5 circles. Color-coded. So physical health, intelligence, emotional intelligence, manifestation, ability, and spiritual quotient. Physical health, we move from stress to joyous state. Stressful to joyous. This is what is happening through meditation. No stress, instead we always are in a state of happiness. Intelligence, we move from fixed state of mind, everything fixed comfort zone, to growth minded. We start doing differently. We start doing things differently, new. That's intelligence. When you have intelligence, you always want to learn and then experience more. When you develop emotional intelligence, we no longer are blaming, complaining. Instead, we are taking ownership. We are becoming that best inspirer of around. Always you see those who are extremely successful in life are those who always take an ownership, not blaming and pointing fingers. That's what is going to happen. That's what is happening to us, from blame to ownership. Manifestation, where we keep thinking, I don't have this, I don't have that, from scarcity we move to abundance consciousness, that we got everything with us, and I can, with my meditation, with my positive thinking, I can manifest things into my life, and then we do manifest on an ongoing basis. And the spiritual quotient, when we develop along the way, as we go along and understand more, then I'm moving from mind to heart. We're making decisions based on our heart. We are developing intuition. We are aligning to a purpose. And each of these we're going to cover in 1 week. So let's talking about health. Before we do that, I wanted to know if Veena is still on to play that video of what we've done in the last 1 week. All right. So maybe we'll play it later. So our physical health is improved through primarily 3 things. One is elimination of stress. Second is making us, bringing that youthfulness, youth, the radiance into our body, into our all organs, or anti-aging, youth and anti-aging. When do you say somebody is fit and healthy? Physically, no stress, we're always exhibiting joyous mode. We're looking younger, we're looking absolutely active. So one is removing the stress, second is making us anti-age, or making us look younger and younger by the day. And third is also more deeper, is causing gene upregulation. A gene upregulation to repair those long-term ailments where we felt that, where we've been advised that, okay, there is no cure for it. But many times there is gene upregulation is happening to heal those longer-term chronic stuff that is there, like, repairing and then getting rid of arthritis. Or in some cases, reversing cancer. Several autoimmune disorders where you say it is not possible, but then here with meditation, you're able to upregulate genes and then do it. So there are three ways. One is removing the stress, so you're allowing your body to be normal. Second is now repair the growth in the various organs, which makes you look younger because everything is working. So making us look younger and age, go longer and live younger. And third is now go further and then start repairing those things that are always been there with you, but you can heal themselves, heal those conditions because certain part is defective, but then you can regenerate, reproduce those cells in our organs. So you rebuild them. So the stress is the first one. With stress, there is the stress chemicals, about 1,200 chemicals are getting dumped into the body when we are stressful. When we are stressful, that means the stress is something where you are constantly sustained experience of unpleasant situations, unwanted situations, sustained experience of, we can call that as stress, sustained. That means you keep thinking about the same, something that you don't like. So we become stressful if there is physical danger. We become stressful even there's no physical danger, but there is our mental chatter. Just by recollecting, there's no physical danger. Somebody vacated, somebody passed away. Over. But then we think about it, so that causes stress. If we keep thinking about it again and again, it causes stress into the body. Stress into the body is determined by the kind of chemicals that are there in the body, primarily leading from cortisol, a very, very important chemical to keep us highly alert and awake to respond to a physical danger, a danger that is coming in imminently. Suppose you see that a building is collapsing, or some kind of shake, or some kind of a tree coming down, or no, there is suddenly you're caught up in this storm and there's lots of lightning. So you're trying to find cover to yourself to go somewhere, so that we are in a stressful situation in that moment. But that's important because in those situations, you need enough energy in the body, enough attention to go and then protect yourself physically. Physical danger, when it's coming in, it's important. We have to have, the body has to move into a state where it suddenly gives you enough strength into those muscles where it requires strength, which is all physical. So it is into the legs, hands, your eyesight, so that we can find a nice, comfortable, we can find a safe spot where we feel that now we are able to come back to the normal response. So stress response is having some of these chemicals like cortisol, which are required for the body to balance its energies in a way where you are always having maximum where you need it. That means when you are in stressful, where you have to physically protect, you need maximum energy in your legs, maximum energy in your hands if you have to lift something, move something, do something. Like fighting with potentially an animal or a dog that's chasing us. But very soon, when we are coming out of it, then the stress response will go away. The body will retreat back from these chemicals. But these chemicals like cortisol, when they go into the body, they take 6 hours to retreat themselves and to become normal from the body's bloodstream. Now, a normal danger that we get exposed to, a physical danger, very rarely happening. It's not happening every day, every moment. We are wise that we're not even staying in a situation like that. So we obviously are protecting ourselves. So it's not happening every day, every moment. But there's another danger that we're causing is this mental stress. When we are physically endangered, then we are moving into a mode in the body called emergency mode or a fight or flight mode. We move the body into that mode. Automatically several biological response are kicked in. And when you move the body into the fight or flight mode, because it is stressful, it knows that, okay, I have to protect myself. I have to protect myself. And so the sympathetic nervous system within autonomic nervous system has two parts, sympathetic and parasympathetic. The sympathetic nervous system starts changing the body parameters, increased body heart rate. Heart goes incoherent. We learn that when the heart is coherent, the body is functioning greatly. When the heart is incoherent, our mind is also incoherent. So for momentarily, when there is a physical danger, when you are stressful, while it's one side is great because you need to have the physical support to protect yourself, but the mind is incoherent, so it doesn't have a great ability to make nice decisions. No problem, physical danger, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, we're going to retreat back. But the mental stress that we're causing by constantly worrying about something, constantly feeling anxious about a futuristic thing that may happen, may not happen, but always we think it can happen. I may lose my job. I have somebody in my family who's got this health challenge, so they may catch COVID. What happens? Will they recover? Projection. First of all, they may not catch it, but then if they catch it, they can easily come out of it. But they project the worst case scenario and then very, very anxious about it. So every time we think again and again, and so then we're also then, dear friends, when we are thinking about things that are not required, those unpleasant, deeper, sad or unhappy, unpleasant feelings are past memories, and I keep thinking about them or project them. So they're the worries are the past or anxiety of the future. When you have them again and repeatedly, then we are moving the body into the same stressful mode. It's called the fight or flight mode. And that means then we are again producing all those 1200 chemicals leading with cortisol into the body, into the bloodstream. That means then you're all keeping a body very highly alert and awake. It is making us lots of energy into the legs and hands, but in order to do that movement of energy into the legs and hands, it needs to get from somewhere. It needs to curdle somewhere. It's like, where do you put your focus? If you're working in an office, suddenly a fire alarm comes where you stop everything and you got to do something else now. Put all your energy into running away from the building. And the same way, in order to protect our body when you're in emergency mode, to give that extra energy into the legs and hands, the body has to take it from somewhere. So it is reducing the blood supply to other systems of the body. Wherever this energy is less circulated to the other systems of the body, which are of no use at that point to protect yourself, like your digestive system, our reproduction system, or your brain area, pituitary pineal gland areas. And so there is less supply of energy here, and the rest of those, except for those that require maximum energy, which is hands and legs. And as a result, dear friends, in a stressful mode, we have less energy, less blood circulation into many, many parts of the body, which are of no use in a stress condition, which is good to have physical protection. But when we are mental stress is carried, we are carrying the body we are sustaining the body in the same condition, to be keeping the body in a highly alert and awake state. And as a result, the downside, significant downside, is that no energy, no supply of blood circulation to many parts of the body. Most of the glands are shut off. They're not working very well because there's not adequate energy supply, because all that is going towards heads and hands and legs. So we become very restless when we're stressful because there is so much energy out there. We got to do something. Hands and legs, our energy is there. We got to do something. We become very highly alert. We got to do something. We can't just sit down quietly because we have to be very alert, do something. That's why it is there. So mental stresses causes us to cut off various resources to these various parts of the body, particularly your conscious brain is not able to work well, not able to make good decisions. We know that. Your digestive system is not working well. Your thyroid is not working well. Many, many things are not working well. Reproduction system is not working well. So there is no interest for doing things other than just That point we are just highly unrestful. There's no drive there's no sexual drive. Everything goes away when you are stressful completely. The only thing we say is, I'm too stressed, don't bother me. Because it's happening, physical danger is there, but mental chatter of worrying about too much, worry about past, continued, sustained, is happening, and then keeping the body in the fight and flight mode. And as a result, we gain illnesses. 90% of the illness are through the stress. With meditation, as we are disengaging from the past memories slowly and slowly and slowly with regular practice, you stop worrying about things. You stop feeling anxious about things that may or may not happen at all. You start developing that calmness that, okay, so we will see it when somebody gets that COVID or somebody gets that illness. I'm not going to bother about it. You travel to a higher altitude, then there's always this breathing issues and say, oh my gosh, it's going to choke me and I don't think I can breathe. When is that going to come to me? That worry is there. Just that itself is causing that actual illness. So now with meditation, you are disengaged from the past experience because these memories are coming from the past. Our past memories are there, and the moment you are, any external trigger is coming, environmental trigger is coming, that you're going up the hill or going up into this mountain. So then you start thinking that, okay, last time it happened, so this time it's going to happen again. So it is a trigger of environment coming combined with a past memory. And then those memories, when they become deeper and deeper, environment doesn't matter anymore. If they repeat the memories again and again, the environment doesn't matter anymore. Instead, it's just the body's conditioned so much that it starts projecting and say, hey, illness can come anywhere. People in our family can fall sick anytime. COVID is there, so too dangerous. It's happening to everybody. It's going to happen to us. So we keep having this chatter. Environment doesn't play anymore. Instead, it is from internal to the body. And when we are in this thinking, feeling loop of things that are unwanted, we are keeping the body in stressful mode. And as a result, all illness are their difference. With meditation, disengaging from these past memories, and as a result, we stay quite calm. And so we are allowing the body to be natural. And as a result, no cortisol chemicals, none of those chemicals are getting dumped the way normally there. So this is the first reason why many people are gaining health. If many organs, many glands are not working very well in a stress situation, and when no stress, all of them are working. So that means any illnesses related to any glands are slowly going to go away. They have to go away. So meditation is found to have and is healing many lifestyle diseases and many diseases and illnesses, because just by removing the stress. The second thing that's happening, dear friends, is that meditation is helping our body regenerate the cells very quickly, because there's no stressful responses. Naturally, when there is a droid, then all organs are working very well. Then you can say at a very high level, you can say that our skin is also working very well, one side at a high level. So skin is working very well. And so earlier, in the stress response, where there is circulation is not there, so there's no regeneration, but now the skin is one of the largest organs. It's working very well. And so the cells are reproducing, so the elasticity is maintained. That elastin is a protein which is taken, that is produced in plenty, and so elasticity is maintained on the skin. So otherwise, those who are very stressful, you can see they age faster. The stat is there, those who are in higher offices are aging faster. Particularly, they have done some research around US president. When you go into the office, and everybody, all presidents except one or two, have always aged pretty quickly. 5 years is a long time. It's like 15 years they're spending, because there's so much stress that's carried. Meditation is a great way to actually maintain your age. So many who are stressful, you can see that at 45, they look much different, because at 55, they look much older. It's because of the stress that is carried, perennial stress. So with meditation, our skin is working great, but more deeper than that is the cell reproduction. The cell reproduction requires something called telomerase. I was reading the book, I was telling you, telomerase effect. The DNA strands, at the end of the DNA strands, have these small, you have shoelace, and then edge of the shoelace, you have something that is tied to them so that it doesn't get broken, right? So they have these DNA strand ends called telomeres, and those, if they're long enough, and so then they provide the ability for the cells to duplicate themselves. 1,000,000 cells are produced in the body and they're getting reproduced every second, counting out the red blood cells. So the blood cells include, then you are producing at least 20 million cells per second. But leaving the blood cells, 1,000,000 cells are produced in the body of various organs per second. So cells are always reproducing. They're dying and they're reproducing. So liver is, many cells are dying and reproducing. And so the reproduction requires this telomerase length, end of these genes. For every cell has these genes, right? So the end of those double helix, they have to be long enough. And when they are stressed, when people are stressful, they found that they're becoming shorter and shorter. Shorter means they have lesser lifespan. That means that the cell can reproduce only for limited time. You maintain length of it longer, that means that they can replicate and replicate and replicate for a long time. So the longer you can maintain that, and so that when you're stressful, that length is shortening. So those who are, and then sustained stress for a long time, then they are permanently causing that to be stronger, shorter, and so cells cannot reproduce. So my liver cannot reproduce. Slowly, skin also not there. So anti-aging is, forget it, but then many body organs are falling into deeper illnesses because they are not able to repair themselves. So reproduction of cells are the longer telomerase lengths, and as a result, the cell replication is happening, duplication is happening. This is essential for longevity. And longevity is essential. So keeping the body healthy, not having the stress or longer telomeres. The third thing is, dear friends, which we'll cover later, is first two are allowing the body to function naturally. But the third thing is we become positive minded. In the beginning of today's lecture, I said our cells are responding to low frequencies. And so when we become positive minded, now there's concept of epigenetics coming in, where as the cell membranes are receiving the signal from this emptiness, which is energy, which is carrying information. So when we become positive minded, when we are sending positive signal, our body is taking in that signal and then upregulating certain genes to produce certain new proteins so that you can actually go and repair any part of the body, reconstruct the body parts. The liquids that have gone away are neural networks that are, there is something called neural glue, which is required to rewire the neural cells. And there is the neural glue produced in plenty. All that is required is produced more and more by positively thinking more positive about body health, not thinking negative about body health. So when we change into positivity, then automatically we are sending a signal for genes to upregulate. We'll go through that maybe one of these next 4 days. And then you can definitely hear little detail in Dhyana Jagath's class when he's going to do these 3-week sessions next month. So removing the stress, so making the body to work at natural best. And as a result, having the body duplicate itself, the cells, so that now first the fundamental mechanism to duplicate cells, then your body can rebuild. So things happen, so you rebuild, so it can go longer, healthy, longevity, and be changing the state of mind to positivity naturally are then helping us to heal many of these long-term ailments, defective things that are there, but then you start changing. It is also, in the spiritual parlance, it is dissolving. The more positive you become, the more positive you can become by more knowledge, the more understanding you have about things, how they're the nature of reality, the more positive you become. So the more knowledge you gain, the more experience you listen to others, the more positive you become, because we are slowly gaining more and more knowledge. It's also then dissolving in the spiritual parlance, the karma, or the, why we are suffering today is because of some past. What is the past? The past is nothing but causing harm to somebody, causing harm to ourselves, or thinking poor about ourselves, feeling guilty all the time, doing things that caused us to feel guilty, and as a result produce a negative signal, and as a result we cause certain ailments into body. Now all of them slowly dissolve. The more and more you understand how our body is constructing, how we are able to experience life. So dissolving the past is happening as we learn new. And as you learn new, then you are able to stay into more positive territory. And as a result, you start healing yourself deeply of many ailments, dear friends. So meditation, very scientifically, we can understand now that our physical body starts functioning greatly as soon as stress is removed, and that's meditation. And so sleep immediately becomes to people those who are not able to sleep. Because the first thing the cortisol is doing is keeping us highly alert and awake, so no sleep. And so the first thing that's happening is to come out of that sleep challenges, sleep disorders, insomnia, and many things. And the first thing is happening very naturally. So tell us, in case you're experiencing, particularly the newcomers, that, yes, my sleep is improving. Tell us that. Are any health condition that you start seeing it as you're going into the second week and the third week? Either you're healed or you feel like it is better, getting better. Healing, you're already healing. If I experience that, so tell us. And share it with your colleagues. That's what we're asking for, experiences. Thank you very much, dear friends. We'll learn some more about this on Wednesday again, how meditation improves energy in the body. One is gaining the physical health. Second is now fill up the body with full of energy so that we can carry on a long day work and do many, many things. And Friday we'll understand how meditation is solving mental health. Thursday and Friday, mental health as well as our mind powers, and how it's helping us increase the powers of the mind so that we become from a fixed mind to a growth minded person. Thank you all. And do you still have the video, Veena? We'll do this tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Please go. Pradeep is going to play it, sir.
Pradeep is going to play the video.
Yeah.
How long is the video, Pradeep?
It's around 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Okay, those who'd like to see the memories from the first week, so watch this video. Thank you all otherwise. Meditation is increasing awareness, and awareness leads towards mindfulness. Mindfulness is being in the present moment activity, non-judgmentally aware of a present moment activity. Non-judgmental awareness is mindfulness is happening automatically through meditation, because mindfulness is to be full on a given activity. And that happens when we go into the present moment. And when we automatically, meditation is moving us into the present moment when you reduce the number of thoughts slowly.
I'm really enjoying it. I feel a peace of mind when I'm trying to meditate, like it's helping me to focus on my studies, on my job, or any type of thing. It's really, like, I really can feel it. I can feel the changes.
And I've been doing Anapanasati meditation for the past 4 or 5 months. And meditation has made me more calm. It has made me helped me in a lot of ways in my life, and I really enjoy doing meditation.
I have found this program to be so systematically organized. Sir, I really appreciate, Chandra sir, your efforts to segregate the different topics on a weekly basis, and the weekend assessments were really definitely, they were the time when we used to just recap everything and then analyze and just see to our learnings. And definitely it has helped me at my personal grounds as well.
In meditation makes you to listen to your inner self, and also makes you realize that there is one bigger being outside. And once I realized that, I started to notice differences in my life, and I started to get confidence. I could control my diet, I could control my sleep, connecting with myself and connecting with the nature. All the other things are as a byproduct, or comes as a byproduct of these two, I feel.
I was suffering from migraine headache because I was in the dilemma whether I'll succeed in my life or not. After meditation practice, I completely came out of migraine. I felt peace of mind. I thought it's very good, it's very useful. I thought I have to take meditation throughout my life because it is giving me peace.
I had a severe headache, which was similar to a migraine. Almost everything, my day-to-day life was hampered, and I could not move my days without medication. Within a matter of few days, as soon as I practiced meditation, the type of headache just vanished. I mean, I was amazed. The people in my home were amazed. And there was no need to even touch those medications thereafter.
The meditation is nothing but positive attitude and tuning of our mind. Nothing other than that. We can change first, then we can change to the others. First, we have to feel happy, then we can make others happy. This has happened only with the meditation.
After this 1 year, my parents finally, for my birthday, gifted me 1 weekend meditation course. So I went away to another city, I took the meditation course, and immediately it was like a light bulb went off for me in that weekend. Then I realized how stupid I was to not invest in myself. Then I thought, oh my gosh, what could I have done with my life if I had this understanding at 16? My life would have been so beautiful.
Thank you. Wonderful recap to everything that has happened. If anybody has questions on today's session, I'd be happy to. If anyone wants to share your experience, we have some more time. But of course, those who would like to leave, consider the session as ended and then feel free to exit. Yes, Narendra sir.
Sir, really, even though you had taught us all this, but we feel further to learn. The way in which today you have carried this particular the stress, how that leads to our, even in our personal life and in professional life, and how that could be avoided or completely removed. And actually, I also really have that experience of unnecessary some thinking, unnecessary thoughts coming and troubling us, or speculating some future incidents or something to happen without any basis for that. And that affects totally our health. And after a year or so, more than 1 year now, that Dr. Karthikeyan's introduction of this meditation, now all those unnecessary thinking, unnecessary thoughts, all that have been vanished. And as you rightly said, the byproduct of that has resulted in a good sleep. That too, of course, limited hours, and we are alert throughout the day. Throughout the day, we are very active, and the energy to do more and more positive things, positive action. And as you rightly said, that also results in your whole some changes in your personality, in your overall health situation. And I firmly believe that the placebo effect or whatever, that book, is really one of the good book which we all should read. And there is no need to take any medication. Meditation is the only one. And after hearing you and Dr. Newton and Dr. GK, all of us, now that the entire our smaller ill health all could be avoided, and we never notice any ill health in this last 1 year. So Master Chandraji, that we are all grateful to you for continuing to guide us on this meditation path, and all of them who newly joined and who are continuing with the meditation. If we follow all the classes of our Master Chandra, I think you will have a very beautiful life in your life, and you will live long, and you will do wonderful good work for the society and for your family and for your professional life. Thank you, sir.
My God. Thank you. Thank you, Narendra sir. You yourself are doing so much good work in meditation. Wonderful. I wanted to mention, so Karthikeyan's newsletter, Power Pack newsletter that is released yesterday. Sir, I started reading. I saw it last night. So many articles. There is about 60 pages of integrative medicine, holistic health, or alternate methodologies to heal oneself is what is captured. Various modalities are described. So we're going to send that newsletter.
I'm sorry it's too long, Chandra.
What's that, sir?
I'm sorry it's too long.
No, but it's so much information, sir. This is all knowledge.
Actually, what I've collected from the masters of various traditions, all experts in various traditions, they have gone through their own experience. Can you believe total recovery in COVID-19 cases with IV ozone of 7 days, or Siddha medicine, or herbal medicine by this master in Kurnool district? Thousands of people have been cured. Why I am highlighting this is, all systems, integrative medicine. I respect all systems of medicine. I have been given a doctorate 20 years back by the International Institute of Integrative Medicine in Colombo. I said, why? No, he said, I am not an expert in anything, but you said you have promoted integrative medicine, all systems of medicine. This is, see, 5 million people have died in the last 2 years' time. Most of them treated by the best of medical, modern medicine. Because many more millions have been saved also. 5 million people have died all over the world. India alone lacks. And many, over 1,000 doctors, medical doctors, after 2 vaccines and best of treatment died. That shows, no system can save anybody, everybody. But at the same time, there are other systems also where they have been able to cure people. Allow those systems to exist, promote them, accept them. So I've got many doctors, experts like Medanta, great people like Dr. Naresh Chauhan, world-renowned man who created the best hospital here. Dr. Devi Shetty, a wonderful person, Narayana Hridayalaya. They're all Padma Vibhushan, recognized all over the world. Dr. Hegde, for example, all these people also said, yes, we have to have integrated medicine. All systems should be encouraged. The time has come for people to recognize, and even today, more than 50% of the population have no access to modern medicine. Even with money, you could not enter because there was no bed in the hospitals. And I've seen people waiting in ambulances for hours together, waiting for a bed to come. People with tons of money, highly influential people also, because there's no place. And then once you enter, that's why I wrote to Honorable Prime Minister. At that time from Coimbatore, I wrote, telling when you enter, there is no oxygen, there is no life-saving medicine. After 2 or 3 weeks' time, they come out with total healing or partially healed, or sometimes only the bodies come out. But even then, lakhs of rupees to be paid. How many people can afford it? How many families have become paupers after this recovery? And they don't actually. So what I said, at the same time, I have seen with IV ozone treatment, simple treatment, 3 hours a day, 4 days, 5 days. First phase 1, only 3 days. Later on, 8 days, 9 days. It costs hardly any money. Total recovery. Same Siddha medicine. Same our Ankaya of Kurnool with just herbs. These are all proved. I said, let us not ignore this thing. Let us encourage every system. Every system has a place. I'm happy, eminent doctors, eminent personalities. I have also quoted the Prime Minister of India, President of India, Vice President of India. Everybody saying, yes, integrated medicine, Ayurveda, naturopathy, Siddha, heavy ozone. Reluctance also because of the prejudice. I
Yes.
want to have an open mind. I encourage all systems to happen. So the authors, I got the certificate by the doctors themselves. Again, I sent it. This is your story. And given their website or it is email ID, even some phone number, anybody can approach them and investigate these things. Go for treatment. Homeopathy, amazing, they're all systems. So I want this to be exposed to the world. It's gone all over the world, actually. It came last night. I know 60 pages, I couldn't reduce it. What I have got enough to write a book, bulky book. But who will read books? Even that is why they made it simple. I give an index on the first letter itself. Whoever you don't have time for all the pages, this is what so and so says on what subject, page number. Can go into that. Easy guide.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
glad I must have reached you last night only. At least opened it. I know it will take time, but why do I do it? Because I don't want people to die like flies. But their opportunities are there. People have no money. They can't think of dreaming into a hospital. People have sold their properties. Lower middle class became poor. Middle class people became lower middle class. I know of a family. in Hyderabad. They have spent 1 crore. And so this is happening all over the world, not only in India. So that's why I took those all hospital, modern doctors are all my good friends. I respect them. It is not against anybody. It is for everybody. Let them study, let them do a research, question them what they have written.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So we will circulate this newsletter today in our groups, but those who want to directly get it from Karthikeyan, sir, you can write to him, drkarthikeyan@gmail.com. Madam, you can type that.
That's why I have asked those doctors, they said, yes, anybody can come to us. Anybody can conduct research on what they have done. We've got every papers ready. Thousands of people who are treated can be approached. There were huge crowds in Kurnool. Thousands of people. Then they tried to stop it. They went to stop it. They went to the High Court. At that time, when the people went to stop it, some people who came almost dying, they were brought by ambulance. And this gentleman treated and the person recovered. These are all, I didn't have space to put this. That's why I given the link of all these newspapers. They can get into those papers and see what elaborate thing covered by the TV. And simple man. He wrote to me 7 pages. I located him in Telugu. I said, no, I know I can't. Then we got the help of Dr. G.B.K. Rao of Pragati in Hyderabad. And then I had to bring it down only to 2 pages. No place for all those photographs to be put. And all the links of newspaper, leading newspapers like Times of India, Indian Express and all that. They can go straight away. Now I'm sure. So I've given the son's idea because the gentleman doesn't speak English. So I put his son also. His son is doing something IT in Bangalore. I told his boy, Sridhar, better you go back. This is a traditional thing. IT, there are lakhs of people are doing it. It should be preserved. This will disappear. This will disappear. I said, go and learn from your father and keep it up. And that simple man, he has given even the formula which he is using. These people make it a secret, copyright and all that. No, he says, I want everybody to benefit it. What a lot. That's why this comes in the tradition. Amazing. Once
Yes,
I'm
sir.
convinced about this, I wrote to the Prime Minister telling I'm seeing on one side, I'm seeing this. The India can recover the lost glory by promoting these things. It can be a lesson to the whole world. We are not over it. Even now you see many places. Kerala, it is there. America, it's coming up. Australia, they extended lockdown. It's happening all over. And even here, it's not lost. There may be more and more things will come. But this is the time for us. We have got our traditional medicine also. Not blindly following it. No. Not blindly following it. Go on the evidence-based. What is it? If somebody has recovered, what are the better proofs you want?
Yeah. think yes.
My idea is I wrote telling I am taking my hard-earned reputation at risk by promoting this thing.
And it always works, sir. It always works because there is it is the ancient science. It has to work, and it is working. We've seen it. It's the disbelief that is not making it work when people are approaching with the disbelief.
Same thing 4 months back. I wrote about Earth is our only home. Let us save it. You can see Earth is crying for relief. The planet Earth, Mother Earth, is crying for relief. Save me. Mother Earth is asking, save me because of what we have done. I said, if this goes like this in 100 years, our children, our grandchildren will curse us. There will be no air to breathe, no water to drink. I said, that's about 4 months back I wrote. Now, what I'm seeing every day on the television from WIAN and other international world is, the rich and the poor countries are being destroyed by floods.
Yes, sir.
Then, melting of glaciers, seawater rising. One, there's a forest fire, we're destroying forests. So I am worried what I expected to happen after 100 years may happen in 30, 40 years' time. So it's our duty to warn everybody. Every one of us have to become responsible. Governments alone cannot do it. Unless we behave responsibly, we can't save this planet. We have nothing for our children, grandchildren. That is why I say meditation. Everybody should do meditation because meditation alone can make everyone become responsible. Not laws, courts, police. No, we have seen they are not able to do it. Meditation, it's not only for the short-term benefit of your health, makes a person totally responsible to oneself, family, to environment, to all life forms, to the entire planet. That is why I am passionately promoting meditation, which you are doing with great efficiency. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Wonderful. So, friends, we'll see the newsletter. Yes, we have a couple of hands here, Dr. Satya and Mithi Paul. And Sarala Gopalan is still there. Yes. I can't hear you.
Good morning, Chandra sir, and the team over there. It is a very learning experience today. As Dr. Karthikeyan sir mentioned, the integrated medicines. Basically, now the people and the system is looking towards this modern medicines, as well as the pharma company is leading this part as a whole. If you see some data are there, where around each year, around 10 to 15% people are moved below their level. That means below the poverty level, poverty lines. So this meditation is one of the ways where we can contribute to the larger extent for this universal the people. This is one of the great learnings, and I am happy to learn to go through these articles which is being mentioned by Karthikeyan sir, and I can also search some of the others. Like I have seen discussion of the Dr. B.M. Hegde, where he also mentioned this integrated medicine can help a lot, and not only believing on the modern systems, exclusively and focusing on these areas. And modern system is well and good for the emergency situations, but not all the diseases. So this is one of the learnings from the day. This one of the curiosity to know from you as a master. When we're talking about the brain and mind, brain, as I understood, I may be wrong. The brain is like the hardware, and the mind is the software part of this. So mind is nothing. My brain is the matter. Mind is the energy. So how the mind and brain needs to be coordinated among each other? If it can explain or to clarify these things, it will be helpful for me, and I think for the others as well.
Okay, we'll cover that in one session, Dr. Satya Patriji Patriji. Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Right. Next one, madam.
So we have Niti Paulji.
Hi, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So I just want to say that previously, sir, when I used to have headache, I really needed to like take medications before. But now what I can feel is that due to the meditation, sir, it's really helping me a lot. Like I don't need to take any medications or anything. And today's session was really great, sir. I really enjoyed a lot. Like today's session, I'm feeling so much of like stress-free, and like my body is like fully relieved out of like all the pain that I was having for a couple of days, like back pain and my pain on my leg and everything, sir. Today's session was really great, sir. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Paul. Yeah, it's helping.
It's a three-year-old thing.
Sure.
Yes, so we have Sarla ma'am.
Sarla ma'am, you would like to make a comment?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Hello? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Yeah. No, I mean, today's session was very good. But what I would like to get clarified is that the healing process is not all the time one way. There's sometimes dips. How would you cope with that?
Sometimes this means you feel that you're healed, but then it comes back again.
Something, yes. Say, for instance, immunity level, which had come up very well, slips. Despite your maintaining all the other regimens you have to maintain, it comes back. So in the process of the meditation, when you're going up and up, why does it slide back sometimes? Then what is happening? Why is that happening?
Madam, if you maintain a sustained interest to learn, we have to change some of our beliefs. When we start changing the belief, then this health also starts cooperating quite well. It is all cyclics. So one is to do meditation. So initial period when we are regularly meditating, first 6 months, there's tremendous amount of change. And it's helping greatly immediately. Right? So that means from survival to crisis, creative mode, we move in. So there we have to sustain our knowledge, our learning, our understanding to start changing our belief system. We'll have to change our belief system and move that time towards meditation and a further understanding. We cannot continue to think old way and one side while we continue to learn. So it's very, very linked. So what I've seen is, if we do these three things, constantly learn to change, and then removing any belief, no regret, not manage people, believe strongly that I'm healing. And so there are tests are always coming in between when we are health-wise. There's always a test coming to us. Test meaning initially it goes away. Then when it surfaces up, how strong we are, how do we believe? How much do we believe that I'm going to go through it with my meditation versus, okay, now it is not this, I have to go and take the tablet. Are we able to do it? Are we able to pass through the test? Right? I think the more we break those things and then more free we become, then the health is constantly staying for us. Okay. A lot of times what we've seen, initially we gain, but then we're not implementing what we learn into our day-to-day. When we are learning and then implementing those, then we're getting freer, and then automatically health is also improving. Okay. So service is the third one. So the formula is just these three. Meditation, continue to learn and apply, and then service. If we do these three, people are always are able to stay in happy, healthy states and continue to manifest and continue. So we'll talk, madam.
Okay.
I'll call you. We'll speak for some more time. How? Yeah. All right, friends.
Yeah, maybe this could be elaborated a little more in the course of these 5 days.
Yes. Yes, we'll do that.
Thank
you all. Have a wonderful day. I will meet back again at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Thank you.
Wealthy and wise. Yes, I am. I am happy, healthy, wealthy and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy and wise. A little birdie told me that life is so sweet. As I listen to her song, I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy and peace. The power is infinite, love will increase. I am happy, healthy, wealthy and wise. I'm happy, healthy, wealthy and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy and wise. A little birdie told me life is so sweet. As I listen to her song, I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy and peace. The power is infinite, love will increase.
Thank you, Masters. We'll meet back tomorrow.